Hello, my name is Christine, aka Crafti Potential, and I'm a crafter for Tonic Studios, and today I'll be showing you how to make this gorgeous embossed and debossed card using the butterfly frame kit from Tonic. So this is the card that we're going to be recreating, but in different colours. I thought it would be nice to show you a completely different colour version of this, and we're going to be using the gorgeous embossing folder from this month's kit to do a deboss on our mirror card and an emboss on our Craft Perfect cardstock in the background. And I'm using all of the colours of cardstock from the kit. This was Inca Gold for our mirror card. This is the ombre cardstock that was in there. And I've got everything die cut ready. So I've got our beautiful butterfly that we're going to layer up. I've got our sentiment that we're also going to layer up. I've got a gorgeous archway die cut as well, but these two pieces are what we're going to focus on first because we want to do some embossing and some debossing. So for our sort of mirror card piece, whatever colour scheme you're going to go for this, the mirror card bit is going to be the bit that is debossed. So, when you're looking at a Tonic embossing folder, if you put your card in pretty side up, and you can see the black printing on here, that's going to be embossed. If you put your card in and you've got the back of the card facing upwards, that is going to be debossed. So you can kind of think of, if you're seeing the pattern on the folder and you're facing the side of card you want upwards, that's going to give you your embossed impression, which is usually what we go for. But for this one, I want to go for the deboss, so I'm going to place it backwards in my folder. And this arch in particular fits perfectly inside this folder that we get inside the kit. It's perfectly sized. So now we want to bring in our tangerine. And when you're embossing with your Tonic Tangerine and a Tonic embossing folder, you're going to want your green plate and your pink plate as well to get the perfect embossed impression. So you can see we have our embossed impression on the back of our card, but the side we actually want this time is our debossed impression. Look how beautiful that looks in this part of the ombre mirror card as well, really gorgeous. But for the background of the card, I thought we'd mix it up and have some embossing in there as well. So for the background of the card, I've cut my panel to fit perfectly on my card blank, but I know that I want to tear the edge of this, so I'm just going to place this towards one side of the embossing folder, and I want this to be embossed, so I've got my weave side texture of my cardstock upwards, and then I'm going to close the embossing folder so it's in this sort of position on the card, and then I'm going to run this through with my green and my pink plates. And there we have our gorgeous embossed impression of our fantastic butterfly embossing folder. Now, because this is a 3D embossing folder, and because it's also smaller than our piece of card, sometimes you get this kind of buckled edge down the edge, and if you don't like that, then because we've made this panel bigger than we want because we're going to tear a piece of it off, we can actually just come in and use our guillotine to trim off a bit of extra card, and we'll eliminate that little bit of buckling that was there. And then for this side of our panel, I'm just going to hold with my thumbs and tear part of the cardstock off. So I'm just moving my thumbs down as I go and just tearing to reveal the slightly lighter coloured core of the Craft Perfect cardstock. It's just a tiny bit of a lighter colour on the inside, and it just gives a really beautiful panel for your card. So we can bring our card blank back in, and then we can see that our torn panel is going to go on this side of the card to give our white space on the right. I think I've torn off a little bit more than I had on this card, but I think it's going to look equally as lovely. So first of all, let's get this glued into position. So I'm just going to use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to add glue on the back of this panel, making sure that I'm not only just getting glue in the recessed areas but also on the flatter areas of the card, so that when it sticks onto here there's going to be a good bond between the raised and embossed parts of the card as well. And we can press that into position. At this point you could definitely put some of your mousses on here too, but I feel like it's a nice subtle pattern just to have in the background at this point. But you do have a mousse in the kit that you could use on this. Then I want to take my debossed ombre mirror card and I want to add my frame over the top of it. So in the die set you have different archways. I've used 2 of the arch dies to cut this, but then you also have a tiny little bit bigger of an arch die, and that's what I've used to cut the panel that I have embossed, just so that there's a tiny little border around the edge of this die cut archway piece, just to give it a little bit of a different kind of look rather than being the exact same size. And I'm just going to take my fine tip bottle of glue and add some adhesive onto here so that I can attach this to the mirror card. And you want to remove a little bit of this excess glue just so it doesn't squish out on the mirror card and leave a little mark. So we can place that into position, press it down, and then take something heavy to set on top of it. So I've just got a large acrylic block there that I'm going to set on top of that whilst the glue dries. And while that is drying, we can bring in our sentiment and our butterfly embellishment as well. So for the sentiment, I've gone with Hugs and Kisses, and I'm going to layer up a gorgeous coral coloured one with some of the ombre mirror card as well. So these 2 colours that I've picked for this card aren't quite as contrasting as the gold and blue from the first card, so it'll be nice to see the difference between sort of high contrasting and less contrasting colours. But it just adds a tiny little drop shadow of mirror card. And the nice thing is, the bubble that comes with these word dies in the kit is big enough for you to be able to have drop shadowed your sentiment and still place it onto the bubble, which is really lovely. So we've got our little Hugs and Kisses. And then for the main butterfly embellishment for the card, I've cut a solid butterfly from white, I've cut the detailed butterfly from the ombre mirror card, and I've also cut the detailed butterfly from the coral card as well. And then from the ombre mirror card I've cut the separate little body, which is brilliant for this because not only can you use the die cuts from this kit to create your butterflies, you can also use the dies along with the rub-ons from the kit, or you can use the dies along with the embossing folder from the kit as well. The butterflies that are on the embossing folder actually line up perfectly with the dies, so you can actually emboss your die cuts as well to get some really cool effects with your butterflies too. So to layer up this gorgeous butterfly die, I'm just going to sort of hold it in the middle and shape it a little bit, just to give it a little bit of life. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the ombre mirror card one, just shaping it a little bit. Then I'm going to put a bead of glue down its body and press it into the middle of the white one. Then I'm going to repeat with the coral coloured one, just shape it a little bit, bead of glue down the body and hold it into position. And then finally we can add the body of our butterfly. Now we don't need to add glue on the antennae and we don't need to add glue on the very bottom of the body. It's only just this middle portion that's actually going to touch the butterfly. And we can line it up so the head sits perfectly just where the 2 wings meet, just there as well. So we've got our beautiful butterfly. And now the glue has dried on this piece here, I'm going to flip this over and add some 3D foam to the back of it, just so that it can be securely held down but also give a little bit of extra dimension to the card as well. So just add foam tape all over the back, just to hold it up nice and securely. And place this onto our card. We're sort of going for the the right hand side but slightly closer towards the bottom of the card so that our butterfly can sit more towards the top, and we can press that firmly into position. Then we can add our sentiment, and I think a little bit of extra 3D foam on this would be nice just to give some extra dimension. So we can put a couple of bits of 3D foam behind this side of the sentiment because the other side is going to be overhanging. And we can place this more towards the bottom corner of the frame. And then finally we can take our glue, add it to the back of our butterfly and stick this towards the top of our arched frame as well. And we can fluff up the wings as well to give a little bit more sort of flight to the butterfly and a little bit more dimension as well. So I hope you enjoyed this really quick make with Tonic Craft Kit number 91, which is the butterfly frame. And here's a little comparison between two different colour combinations that you can create from all of the papers that are in this month's kit. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!